Hello, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, this is the bouncer.
I wish. I'd like to play that. I've never touched it. Is it awful?
Yeah.
Also, is that full
Pretty-
screen now for you?
It's full screen, and bouncer's pretty fucking bad.
He's strong.
Yeah.
He's kind.
Like, again, if
He's
you want to play your
always there
JRPG
for
beat 'em
you,
ups,
and he's handsome
Tales
to
or
boot.
Yakuza is the way to go. Or
He's
Star Ocean.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Star Ocean's good.
Perfectly
Yeah, I really enjoy the beat 'em up stuff in Yakuza. But yeah, now that we're looking at some fire, I guess I can talk a bit about what I was going with when I was talking about the metaphor of fire and mythology and what it represents.
Relax.
Fire
Whoa,
oftentimes
here we go. Let
represents
Hercules
freedom.
take the kid.
It
In
represents
the next games, I'll
independence.
take
Like
care
when
of the problem.
Prometheus took the fire from the gods, he you know,
Who
kind of
invited you to the
freed
party?
humanity from their
Stay.
grasp, similar to how the
This
gods
is
freed
my
themselves from the Titans, you know,
Yeah.
As you wish.
and how the Titans freed
Fight to
themselves
your
from their
heart's
father.
content.
Do you know how the Titans freed themselves from their father?
I do not know. Tell me.
Their father was the sky, and what Kronos did is he grabbed the moon and used it as a sickle to disembowel it and kill his father
Nice.
to allow his brothers and sisters to be free, and they fell from his guts, which was the sky, like the sickle of the moon. He grabbed it and just
That's
it's
cool.
pretty fucking sick, actually.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
It's what makes his fucking, like, when you kill Kronos at the end of God of War 3, it makes that so satisfying because you do the same shit to Kronos
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
did to his dad. I always thought that kill was a bit over the top and disgusting, like disemboweling him like that.
Yeah.
But knowing the actual origin story of Kronos, it's very fitting that that's how he met his end.
Also, in topic with the game, I don't know how to feel about Kingdom Hearts anymore, because I technically have to go through this twice. This is my second time through this.
Oh, you're
And or
watching through
third
it right
and
now.
fourth, because of recording and then playing back the footage to make sure it looks good.
Mhm.
And also editing the footage before doing commentary to trim down the episodes. So I'm
Yep.
almost pretty much sick of this series.
Didn't
Well,
you just
not-
message me yesterday? You're going through endgame content right now, and you messaged me yesterday saying, "I can't believe I'm not sick of this."
It was a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. You've had it since.
Well, just the early game, because I'm excited to get to the end. Because the first worlds are fine, I'm not a big fan. Everything after Agrabah is fantastic, but which is where we technically are. We're getting to Agrabah
Yeah.
here in a few.
Use the force and run to Agrabah. But yeah, no. What I was gonna say is back on the topic of fire. Fire represents freedom and independence, but it also references pain. It also represents pain. Your loss of innocence. Now, in Greek mythology, I believe the only one who has to suffer because of fire is the Titan Prometheus, in which he's chained to a rock, and at sunrise every day a bird comes and eats his liver, and then
Yep.
at sunset his liver regenerates and the bird comes and eats it again every day forever.
Yep.
So he's the only one who has to suffer there, but in
You can do it.
in
I
the
believe
Bible,
in you.
in the Bible, it's not fire, but it's fruit, and it's the knowledge of good and evil.
Yeah.
And it's the when Eve, shares the fruit with Adam, they gain emotions. They don't get emotions. They gain love you too. They gain knowledge of good and evil. They
Well,
gain.
that's gonna come out weird because I
Yes, it
muted
is.
myself in OBS as soon as you said that. Or I muted
Whoopsie.
myself so I could yell that.
Oh no.
So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
He said love you. He said love you to his family, and I responded thinking it was on the recording.
Nope.
But yeah, knowledge of good and evil came with them being cast out of paradise and having knowledge of like the fact that they are naked and feeling shame, and basically knowledge of the reality and independence and freedom naturally comes with pain and suffering.
Yeah.
In that mythology.
Oh,
Same thing. Yeah.
sorry to
Yeah,
change
that's all I
the
was gonna say
topic.
last time. It's all
Okay.
good. I'm continuing a topic that's no longer relevant from the last video, but go on.
No, it is, because this will be immediately after the last video, so it is still relevant. But,
Sick.
I just wanted to say, change the topic back into game lore shit. When we were talking about how these guys got here, into
Yep.
Traverse Town, it's because Sid's a gummy ship pilot. They left.
Oh, they
So
have a ship. Okay, cool.
so people can just take their own ship and go wherever, as long as the worlds are. In this case, since the worlds were all connected and open now, they can do that. But like with the second game, I don't think people could do that because the doors were closed between worlds, which is why Sora is able to open them because he's, well, the Keyblade wielder and can open
Cool.
locks and shit, so.
Yeah, so they only can access certain worlds with the lock and everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, makes sense. Now I was just thinking, like, what direction would I want the series to go in after 3? And I know what I don't want this Square Enix has a really bad habit of fucking doing. I don't want
Having
Kingdom
the
Hearts
next
Online.
game be in the style of Union Cross and having it be about Xehanort, which is kind of important.
What I was gonna say is what I was worried about is them doing MMO, so we can't LP it.
Well, good job with that, because Dark Road, I think, is going to be an online game in the style of Union Cross, which is
That's
about
depressing.
Xehanort's backstory.
That's really depressing.
Well, oh well. I'll look into it as soon as it comes out, because I mean Union Cross is the same way. Like, we're not going to be playing that.
Yeah,
Like,
of
I have
course.
no
Well,
intention of
I mean,
playing Union Cross.
To be honest, we have to give Kingdom Hearts and Nomura some credit because of the fact that no other series goes this far in not only fucking with their audience and sticking their games on a bunch of different systems, but bringing them all back together under the same roof.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
they
think all of
seem-
the important bits that matter from Union Cross are in the back cover movie, I think.
Yes.
So-
Okay. Well, what I'm really happy about is they just keep bringing it back. Like, a new game comes out and it just gets added to the PS4 collection, or they release another PS4 collection, and then they release one after that that bundles it all together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they really are obsessed with keeping all the games under the same roof and accessible easily for everyone who cares or owns a PS4. Now,
In fact,
I
I
would
think
like to
it's
see
now
it-
on the. I think it's on the Xbox One now as well.
the collection?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. What I was gonna say is, it'd be nice to get those on PC, but I understand how
Yeah,
much of a
they
pain
are.
in
They're
the
on the
ass-
fucking Game Pass, so yeah, they're on the Xbox One.
Awesome. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. That makes a lot of sense. Because I was gonna say I would love to see them on PC, but I understand it's gonna take a while because of how much it was a pain in the ass just to get it running properly on the PlayStation. Like
Yeah.
the PS3 remakes are still fucked up and are never going to be fixed.
Well, no, since 1.5 and 2.5 exist on the PS4, they don't need to.
Absolutely. I mean, unless you own a PS3, but then again, those games were coming out at the time. Well, the PS3 wasn't that popular of a system.
Yeah.
And it came out at a time where the PS3 was kind of winding down anyways, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, they came out, I think, February.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense then. But yeah. I was just
Oh,
gonna say it's
that's
like-
weird, seeing it on the Microsoft Store.
Is that? Oh yeah, that is weird, isn't it?
For Xbox, obviously, but yeah. That is strange. Anyway. Yeah, they're on the Xbox One. Thankfully.
cool.
Now everyone can.
No, more people can access a great series.
Yeah. Just like, a couple days ago, this is gonna make, well, actually, technically yesterday, this is gonna make the video super dated, but Persona 4, the Golden,
Yeah,
that's out.
okay. Yeah, that's gonna be that was
Unreal.
fun. It is weird. It's really strange because every now and again I'll go, they should really put Halo on. Oh wait, it's just here now. Like we're at that point where games are all coming to the PC because it's like the biggest platform ever. And
Yeah.
that's where everybody plays.
I saw this thing
Like
on Twitter today, that,
What's that?
it was either Twitter or Facebook, I think it might have been Facebook, but it was, an image, and someone had a Vita on a note, and the note said, "Fuck you, Atlas, why the fuck are you being such a traitor?" And it was about how they wasted money buying the Vita to play Persona 4 Golden, like
The
2
Vita-
months ago. And
So-
I'm like, motherfucker, why did you buy a Vita 2 months ago to play this game? That came out in
Even-
2012. Like, I understand, but why would
He
you
couldn't
complain?
have known. He couldn't.
I
have known.
know, but still.
I would like to point out that the Vita is not in fact useless. I think
yeah.
it is a fantastic system for playing PS1 games and PSP games.
Yeah.
It's PS1 emulation is immaculate. Like if you
And
want to play
PSP emulation
PS1,
is really good too.
absolutely. Certain games like Peace Walker are made way better by the Vita because you can map the aiming to a second joystick and take it on the go with you, and it even has anti-aliasing settings in its emulation.
Yeah.
So you can smooth out jaggies and stuff. So the Vita as a piece of hardware is still fantastic. It's just not great at playing Vita games.
I should also clarify, and like, I'm not mad at the person for saying that. Like, I can understand the sentiment of wasting money on a console for a game, but
Yeah.
don't say fuck the developer. Like, come on.
That's not fair.
Like, you
That's
were.
not fair.
The thing is, you have the game, yes? You can play it. Well, now
Yeah,
here's another version you can potentially buy and play to see the differences between the PC and Vita version,
Now,
if you really wanted to.
Now, I'm gonna be fair to him. Let's say this was the Wii U situation, and hypothetically speaking, Golden was exclusive to the Wii U. I would understand how upset he is, because there is now no reason to play it on the Wii U. But last night I was playing the Golden, and I'm like, I would love to take this on the go with me.
Yeah, that's another thing, is being able to play it on the go, or like while you're on a bus or some shit. Like the
nice.
portability is nice.
Absolutely, and like
Granted,
the
I
online
don't
features are great for when you're
play.
at home.
Go ahead, sorry.
And the online features are great for when you're at home.
Yeah. Granted,
Like,
for me, the portability doesn't matter because I'm super paranoid when it comes to my handheld and like game systems. I don't trust taking them out and about because
Absolutely,
I might break them, or like one of my weirdest fears of when I was younger was like taking my DS out fishing while we went fishing and dropping it in the lake.
Ooh, that is a real fear.
And that paranoia just stuck with me, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna take my game systems out and about anymore.
All it takes is one toilet to ruin your life.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say though is like, let's talk about the Vita. If you're watching this and you're saying to yourself, I want to buy a Vita, you know,
Yeah.
or I don't understand why people would want a Vita or why a Vita would be good. The Vita is not for playing Vita games. There are actually very, very few Vita games that aren't just ported to something else.
Yes.
Now, there is one way to give certain Vita games value, and that is to buy a Vita TV. Because what you have there is, if you have a Vita TV and a Vita and a memory card and games, and both are set up to the same account, you basically have a proto switch. You can switch out the memory card and the game card into the Vita TV and play games on TV, pop the card out, pop the memory card out, put it back in the Vita, and play them on the go.
Yeah.
So you can switch between like a switch. Now, of
Yep.
course, you have to power down the system first, but it is a very similar experience, and you can access games you wouldn't be able to access otherwise, like all your PSP games, all your PS1 games, even
And just in general, like portable systems, like laying down before going to bed and watching some YouTube on the PS4 while playing like a 3DS, Vita, any handheld really is just really nice and comfy.
Also, the Vita and the Vita TV are great to have if you live in a house with more than one person, and or if your TV's in the other room, and you can basically play PS4. You can stream PS4 games to your Vita in bed.
Yeah.
Like, I know someone who played through all of Persona 5 on their Vita from their PS4, remote playing it into their room.
Yep.
So they can still, the system still has a lot of great features that still make it valuable.
One of my friends came over with his Vita, and because I didn't have my own, I don't have two PlayStation 4 controllers, because how many games am I gonna play co-op on a PS4, you know?
Diablo 3, and that's it.
And I have no one to play those if I wanted to play couch co-op, and I also have Diablo 3 on PC anyway.
Yep.
So, owning another PS4 controller is kind of pointless. But on the off chance that I did need it, one of my friends actually came over and was using his Vita as a controller to play Black Ops 3 with me. Via, well, remote play. And it was really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a really great feature.
And it
Like,
was
the Vita-
super smooth. It ran really well. Even for like
Vita-
my crappy internet, it ran fairly decently.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Vita's got some great features on it, and it's still a valuable system to own all these years later.
Yeah.
Just realize that if you like a game, if there's a Vita game that you like and isn't one of like the exclusives like Uncharted or Killzone, it's likely not going to come out
Yeah.
Or you're likely not going to be happy because it's going to come out on something else. Like, don't play it for exclusives, play it for its features.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we all got on PC in the first place. So, like, the Vita, the PC, and the Switch are in this weird middle ground where they all had or have great exclusives. However, the primary reason to get them is just because they're fantastic systems on their own. That's why people are always begging for Switch and PC ports, because people like them so much, they just want to play everything on it. And they have really no reason not to.
And also on the Vita, not that I condone this at all, I don't condone console modding. Wink wink, nudge nudge. The Vita is incredibly well, okay.
Feature, it's less than legitimate features are rich.
Its modding scene is fantastic.
Yes, it has an amazing homebrew scene.
Yeah.
You can put all kinds of emulators and shit on it. It's really cool.
Yes, like you can literally just throw RetroArch on it.
Yep.
Yeah. And through RetroArch, there you have like Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, literally anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that I condone it at all. Don't mod your systems.
Mod your systems. It's a great great system. And if you are, like, I don't know, it's one of those
Alex,
situations.
that's why I said wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Don't mod your system.
Oh, I thought you were nudging me and telling me to tell everyone the truth.
No.
Oopsie. I'll lie then.
Okay.
Modding is bad, and you should only buy games from Sony Entertainment, Computer Entertainment Productions.
There we just got, to actually touch on the game, we just got one of the best spells in this fucking game. Arrow. It works as a shield.
But yeah,
and, it's
that is a really
almost necessary.
Really
Yeah.
Yeah. Passive buffs are really effective in this game that has a less than reliable block button.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever used the block button. Because, like,
stupid.
one of the, bosses we'll see later, I think you technically had to block it, but with arrow, it auto-blocked it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it wasn't a boss. It was an enemy that I'm never gonna show. Okay, so I can talk about it. In Agrabah, or in this entire game, really, there's a bunch of secret enemies that you get, synthesis materials from.
Yes.
And one of those enemies is a pot scorpion in Agrabah. And what it does is, it charges at you. It does like a claw pinch and charges at you with a piercing tail attack. Now, you'd normally have to block that. I didn't know that by having arrow, you could just let it come at you and it auto-deflect it and stun him so you can go into attack. Cause, normally your attacks just bounce off him because he's like super defensive and you can't damage him.
You basically gotta lure him out and then hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't realize arrow was gonna do that, and I was like, holy shit, this spell is fucking broken. Jesus.
Those kind of passive abilities in games are always weird for me. There's a okay, so there's a character in Devil May Cry 5 who gets summon swords. Basically, he has like telekinetic swords he can control around with his mind.
Yeah.
And when you fully charge it in the Swordmaster style, the swords
just
just
the same
block
person that has it in 3?
No.
Oh.
It just blocks all oncoming damage.
That's sick.
And I'm like, what's the catch? It's like, no
Is there a
catch. It just
catch?
blocks.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't use it. I don't use that weapon because it's tied to one of your swords you can use. I usually stick to the one I know, which is Rebellion or Sparta. I usually stick to one of those two.
like
but
Sparta.
That sword, Sparta's a cool sword. Yeah, I like it. Honestly, my favorite sword is Alistair. I just like the electricity.
I really like Alistair's design. That's a really cool looking sword.
Yeah, I stick with Rebellion not because it's better. It's just because it's what I'm used to and it's what I'm comfortable with. I probably should use the other sword, which I can't actually name it because it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
But when that character gets summon swords, when you activate the Swordmaster style and you level it up, it just blocks all oncoming damage, and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
I
remember when I was a child, I got this plastic sword that vaguely looked of Alistair. And because
I remember that one.
I was super in love with Devil May Cry 1 at the time, I would like sit in my bedroom and swing it around and pretend I was doing like sword combos with it.
Sword trick, royal guard.
And also, this is the end of the episode, so thank you for watching.